And for Darius Geis, this is his first NFL carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. It's off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Rosen underneath for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks moved.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Josh Rosen put that one in the trophy case, his first NFL touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I don't care how calm, cool, collected you carry yourself. I don't care how contained you are in your emotions. Your first touchdown pass in the NFL is awfully special. And Josh Rosen is always going to put out the vibe that, hey, I do this all the time. But inside, he's got to be so excited to have that first taste of success in the league.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Redskins making their way out. Last year, a fairly quiet 7-9. Now, the big change, of course, for 2018 here, exit Kirk Cousins, enter Alex Smith at quarterback. What does that change?
The change is that you have a quarterback who takes care of the football in a big way, but still can deliver it downfield. Alex Smith has such a reputation for being careful that it's overblown. He will take the shot downfield. If receivers shake free, get open, he'll deliver it. The other part of that, they get an offensive line. If they can get health there and have consistency up front, that offense can move, and that's what they're going to need to do if they want to compete in the NFC East.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Forced out to his left. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Hey, on. Good list. Orange.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Geis. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Hey, on.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Dayon Buchanan. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sims. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Play action. It's Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
On 2nd down, Rosen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Third and long here for Rosen. He hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown catch on the last drive. Now he's got a first down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, it's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Kindici. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Room here to run. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play, Smith to Crowder, 43 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw on 2nd down. Smith. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Corey Peters in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the gun, here's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Marcus Golden able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Rosen on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gun! Gun! Gun!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Crowder now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. From the 50, it's Smith. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Smith on third down. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. On first down, it's Smith. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 10. Smith throwing again. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Smith. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. On second down, here's Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. A shotgun snap for Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
After the interception, here's Rosen. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Green 39. Gone, green 39. Gone, gone.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Rosen now off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, here's Rosen. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Set. Move.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Andy Lee now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Crowder. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And here come the Redskins now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go, 15.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! Gun! 319! Gun! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Leopard! Gun!
Now Rosen on first down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Rosen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green 39. Green 39. Gun!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. The first down carry here for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Rosen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign. There as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He got 29 yards that time. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Out to the left here to Reed. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, on.
On first down, Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From the red zone now, Smith. Flush to his right. Able to find his running back, Geis. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Let's go, 15.
Throwing again is Smith. It's Alex Smith's first touchdown pass as a Washington Redskin, as his guys are back within a single score. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Gun.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, it's Rosen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Rosen to throw again. Caught right side, Gresham. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Leopard!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Gun! Detroit! Leopard!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal.
Detroit! Gun!
Rosen will throw. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Here we go now. 3-19.
Third and goal. Rosen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jordan Matthews. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. blocked. And the Redskins have it. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Hey, on.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He finds an opening past the 40. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And all the way up to the 46. A good pick up there of 20 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my sword and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Orange, 35.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey. Good Liz. Orange. Liz.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A deep ball for Dotson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
To the first option. That's their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Lucky 56.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Back Blue 90. Philly, here we go. Blue 90.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations.